Welcome or welcome back. My name is Cheryl Maxine. This is my second entry into what I hope will become something that I will be posting every night. And I'm hopefully taking you along with me and explaining a little bit about my journey, which was a horrible marriage for 37 years, which culminated in an escape that happened May 16th, 2025. And my response to my first video was really very enthusiastic and it made me feel really good. So I'm going to continue. And even if this doesn't do anything in terms of gathering more followers or helping people or whatever, believe me, it's extremely therapeutic for me to have an opportunity to talk about it. So tonight, I'm going to talk about the 3 questions that I get asked the most from people after they hear my story. So the first one is, if anybody who knows me personally but didn't really know what I was living through, when I tell them about it, the first question is, how could this have happened to you? The second question is, why did you stay so long? And the third question is, did you have to leave him in such a dramatic way? You know, sort of like Julia Roberts in Sleeping with the Enemy kind of thing, because that's kind of how I left. So because I don't want to bore you, I'm trying to keep my videos short. So today I will only address the first question, how did this happen to you? So the reason why people ask me that is because if you know me, you know that I am funny. Some would say I'm intelligent. I've always had very good jobs. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a fixer. I'm always happy. There's not a negative bone in my body. If you ask my children to describe me in one sentence, they'll say, if you take my mom and put her on top of shit mountain, she'll plant flowers. And that's who I am. So whatever the preconceived notion is out there in the public regarding, you know, what type of person you would imagine a narcissist to be attracted to, the truth is, more often than not, they're attracted to us. Why? Because they are by nature angry, very negative, can't cope, can't solve a problem, don't know how to make themselves happy. So how could they make anybody else happy? Certainly not people pleasers. And it's the difference between your two persons that's what attracts them to you. It's almost like if you imagine that you're a flame, and instead of like a butterfly coming to bask in your light, it's a moth coming to steal your light. So when people said to me, how did this happen to you? You know, it took me a minute to figure out that this wasn't some sort of insult to me. They just couldn't understand it, because someone who's so strong, who's always had unbelievable jobs, managing people, dealing with the public, etc., how did I let this happen to me? Well, in my next video, I will explain why I was sort of the perfect storm for someone like my ex. And there's a couple of reasons that I will tell you now. The first one is that generally it stems from an abandonment issue. Was I abandoned? No. Did I have parents who loved me? Well, in their own way, but not in any conventional way. I will discuss this at a later time. And then the whole thing boils down to self-love and self-worth. If you love yourself or you learn what your value is, you would never stay as long as I did. But that's a lesson that it took me a very long time to learn. Anyway, my friends, I hope that you will visit, listen to this video, leave a comment if you want. I try to respond to all of them. And I will post something again tomorrow night. Have a great evening.